Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Hello.
Ma'am, it's all with us or it's a discussion for the doubts, ma'am?
I think it's all with us.
Hello.
But there was not any session for discussion of doubts, no?
Hello. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good
Yes,
evening,
ma'am. You
ma'am.
are audible.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, ma'am.
Uh, yes, this is a solve it session. And can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So start the joining.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have a small doubt. Shall I
Yeah.
proceed?
Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, I have done Max 1, CT, and English 1 in the last term, and I have taken Max 2, Python, and English 2 this term, ma'am.
Yeah.
Whether Stats 2 requires Stats 1 as a prerequisite course, ma'am?
Yes. Yes, it is. It's not like that. If you have done the stat one, it would be better to understand stats two.
Okay, ma'am. Can I do both the courses in the same term, ma'am? Now I'm left with just Stats 1 and Stats 2.
For that, I will request Nikita ma'am to answer the
Oh,
question.
okay. Start if you have not done stats two, if you have not done stats one, please do stats one first because it is required for you to finish stats one before you proceed with stats two.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So
Okay.
please stick to the questions. If you have any operational doubts, please put it in the chat. We'll take it there.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yep. Okay.
Like, hello, can you see this blank page?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we are starting now. So I'll first start with the box plot. Box plot method. Okay. So this is the method to represent the 5-point summary like of the data set. For example, if you have a data set, say some 12, 15, and some like 10 points you have given. Okay. Now we have to represent 5-point summary of this data point. Now, what is the 5-point summary? That's the question. Okay. So 5-point summary means when you have a data, we have the minimum point of that data, minimum value, the max point, maximum value, and first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile. These are the 5-point summary of any data set. Okay. Is it fine? Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
So when we are hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please mute all? Hello. So this is 5-point summary for the any data set we have. Okay. So what we will do, we'll first do just a minute. I have to erase all these things. So, hello. So first of all, to represent all these points, we will arrange the data points in ascending order. Whatever the data points are given, we will arrange first the data points in ascending order. So step 1 to draw a plot is we have to arrange the data point in ascending order. So we have to arrange the data in ascending order. Fine. I think it would be better. The first step is to arrange the data in ascending order. Then draw the scale for the box plot. We want this axis, one axis. It might be horizontal or vertical. Okay, I am drawing vertical here. So let's say my minimum value for the data is, sorry, the data is equal to some 2. Okay, there is some data and my minimum hello. Yeah.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
So
Ma'am,
let's say
your
my
voice is not coming suddenly.
yes, actually there was, I guess, internet problem, or sorry, this will not happen again, I guess. Yeah. So
Okay.
so let's say my minimum value is 2, maximum value is some 10, and what we say, this quartile value is Q1, Q2, Q3. We will consider some random values for time being. Let's say my Q1 is equal to 5. Okay. My Q2 value is equal to some 7, and Q3 is equal to 10. Okay. Minimum value I have chosen for the data is equal to 2, and maximum value is some 15 value. Okay. This is some data. Are you able to read the data points here? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Please increase, ma'am. Just please increase some.
Sorry. Yeah. I will try. Okay. So on the vertical axis, I will say I have a one axis where I have some values, say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14, and 15. So, sorry, 16. This should be 16. For quartile, for box plot, we need these 5 values. Yes, someone has raised Omi. Yes. No.
Ma'am, are we allowed to ask graded assignment questions of week 2?
Actually, today is a solve with the session. So, if at the end, if we get time, we will have that question. Is it fine?
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am,
So,
sorry, ma'am. After 14, it's 15 or 16, ma'am. After 14 on the
14, it is
vertical.
16. Yes, it is 16.
Ma'am, it should be 15 because maximum is 15.
This is just my scale, axis. Okay, so I have just taken the interval of 2, so I have mentioned 16 only. We will take the points, then we will consider the 15. Okay.
Ma'am, please increase the size of pen.
Yeah, sure. I will try. Okay. Is it fine now? Okay.
Yes, it's there.
So first, your task will be to in box plot, as the name says, box plot. We have to form the box from Q3 to Q1. Okay, so plot the value Q3 where my Q3 is. It is some 10 here, right? So have some line here. Horizontal line will be there. Okay. Then where is my Q1? Q1 value is 5. So I will have one horizontal line at Q1 and we will draw a box from Q3 to Q1. Okay. Then there is some minimum value, there is some maximum value. So what we will do is, for just plot all the values, like for quartile values, we will have some horizontal line, and for minimum and maximum, we will denote a point itself. Okay. So Q2 is my 7. So it will be somewhere here, like, okay. So this will be my Q2. And for minimum, I will have this one. Maximum, I have 50. Okay. Somewhere here. And I have to connect this dot with this box. And such a plot is called as box plot. Sometimes it is box Vixer plot. Box Whisker. Okay. And some called it as a candlestick also because it looks like a candle. So if you have given such a graph or such a plot, you have to find out what is the median, what is the 25th quartile, what is the minimum value, what is the range of data you can find using this, right? So this we will see the question of this type in our session now. And if there is some question on this topic, you can ask me. Is there any?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, there are questions. Ma'am, there are questions like these in activity and practice assignment.
Okay. No. I am asking for this box plot only right now. And
No,
we'll do
sorry.
some. Okay. So now we will start our main session, that is solve with us session. So just let me know if you are able to see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello.
Ma'am,
Yes.
screen is not visible.
Yeah, just a minute. Like now we want to start the, just a minute. Yes. Is it visible now?
No, ma'am.
It's not visible.
No, ma'am. No, still not.
Now? I guess it should
Yes,
be.
ma'am,
Yes,
it is
ma'am.
visible, ma'am.
Okay.
It is good.
Fine. So this is what solve with the session statistic for data science one. Okay. So I hope you guys are with the pen and paper, and please note whatever the problems are there and ask the question related to this session. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
screen is visible, right?
Yes,
So we
ma'am.
will,
Yes,
we will
ma'am.
go
Yes, ma'am.
ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah. So let's see question number 1, what it says.
Ma'am, just a second. We have to join it now. Ma'am, please wait.
Yes, 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 yes.
How to we are answer?
Yes, I will say. You have to join this peer deck. Via peer deck, you have to join here. Have you joined first?
Ma'am, I have shared the link in chats.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. So, have you joined? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So there
Yes,
is a
ma'am.
question number 1 which says there are some data points 2, 6, 7, and 9 which have the frequencies 8, 4, 6, and 5 respectively. Okay. So we have to find the mean of the data. So I will give, like, let's try by yourself first, then I will explain. So please answer. So if there is any difficulty, you can discuss with me also. Like the numbers are 2 is repeated, like the number 2 is there in data set for the 8 times, 6 is there for 4 times. And
Yes, ma'am.
7,
That's easy, ma'am. No problem.
yeah. Okay. So I hope 3 minutes. is enough, right? Okay, so we have got varieties of answer here. Okay.
Ma'am, the mean is 5.52.
Okay. Okay. I will wait till 3 minutes get over. You can change your answer till then.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
One doubt is there related to current topic.
Here, please.
Ma'am, when 10th percentile, 25th percentile, and 75 percentile, and also 100 percentiles are given, then
Huh.
how we would find median?
Okay. Like for quartile, we have a question in the next slide. Like there will be a question related to quartile. So I think we will discuss at that time, would be better.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Okay, so just for a second, let me. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, fine. There are lots of replies. So for me, yeah, it was actually easy question. So the solution is like that. First, we will tabulate the given information, and it says there are numbers 2, 6, 7, and 9 with the frequency 2 is repeated 8 times, and this 6 is repeated 4 times, 7 is repeated 6 times, and 9 is repeated 5 times. So what is the formula for the mean of the group data? So we have here x bar is equal to summation xi fi divided by summation of fi. So yeah, we have done that only. The for xi is equal to 2, we will put 2 here, and the corresponding frequency is 8, multiply it with 8 and add uh, like simultaneously. Okay, then adding and subtracting, adding and after division we got the answer 5.52. Okay, anyone have doubt in this question?
No, ma'am.
Oh no, so we can move to next, right? It was just a calculation, and so now there is another question number 2, similar to that only. So just try if the numbers 4, 5, 7, and 8 have frequencies x minus 3, x plus 3, x respectively. If their mean is 6.2.25, find the value of x. Okay, I think now I should give some 2 minutes time. Okay, let's 3 minutes. I hope you will be able to.
Ma'am,
Yes.
may I ask a question? Ma'am,
Yeah.
if the mean is like, if the observations are given, then we will just calculate the sum of all observations upon total number of observations now.
Yes.
And if the frequencies is given, then we have to multiply like xi fi upon fi.
Yes. Why
Okay,
it
ma'am.
is so? Because when there is a frequency of certain number, let's say in the last question we have a frequency 8 for number 2. What does it mean? That
Like,
means in a data set, the data set will be like 2, 2, 2, 8 times. So this is the way you calculate mean, right? You just add up all the given data points divided by total number of data points. So when frequency is there, it looks very easy to read that data. Otherwise, if the data is given like 2, 2, 2, then you have to count that. So frequency is that only. How many times number 2 is there? Okay, have you tried this question? So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So the same concept is will be going to use here, right? We have some numbers like data points, and we have corresponding frequencies, and and mean is given. So same formula you will apply, and by solving, you will get the answer, right? Okay. Okay. So let's move to the solution. I hope many of you have answered correctly. Yeah. So the same thing. We have numbers, number 4, and the corresponding frequency for 4 is x minus 3. So what we'll do? We will multiply 4 with x minus 3 and then add the next number 5 with its frequency, right? Then next number 7 with its frequency x minus 3, as we have done here. Then 8 and its frequency. So, and divided by the total number of observation. How will we get the total number of observation? Just adding all the frequencies, that is x minus 3, x plus x plus x plus 3 plus x. Okay. So yeah, we have to just solve it, and by solving we will get x is equal to 10. Is there any doubt regarding this question? Do you want me to
No,
solve this?
ma'am, I think the answer should be 9.
No,
answer is right.
Okay. So yeah, it is 10 actually. 4x minus 12 plus, yeah, it's.
Yes, ma'am,
it's
answer is
900.
right.
Okay. So anyone have doubt, then I will solve it. Please tell me.
I don't think.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, go ahead.
Okay. Should we go ahead? Yeah. Okay. So the next question is, the mean and the population standard deviation of a data set containing 5 observations is 10 and 6 respectively. Later, it is noted that one observation 1 is wrongly noted as 6. What is the mean of original data set? So I will explain the question first. The question says, how many data set are there now? Like data set has 5 data points, okay, and mean of the data set is given to you, that is mean is equal to 10 and standard deviation, that is sigma, is equal to 6. This is what the given information, but they says in the observation, like as there are 5 data points, so we have 5 points, x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. Okay, they says in one of the 5 observation, one observation is wrongly noted as 6. Actually it is 1. So they are asking what is the mean of original data set. Okay, we have the mean of this data set. They are asking us for actual data sets mean. Okay, so I'll start the timer, you just answer it. Is question clear to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone have doubt, then they can ask. Please ask.
Ma'am, can you explain the question again, the first sentence, please?
Yeah, the first sentence says the mean and population standard deviation of data set containing 5 observations. That means we have a data set. That data set contains 5 points. Let's say that data set is x1, x2, x3, x4 and x5. Okay, so they are asking and there is given that the mean of this data set, this x1, x2, x3 is 10 and standard deviation is 6. Okay, so this is my data set. I don't know what the points are, but I know that these are 5 points and the mean for this 5 points is 10 and standard deviation is 6. But there is another thing extra given that out of this 5 points, there is one value which is 6. Let's say, okay, I will explain it later. Let's say my x1 is 6, but actually it is not 6 in the actual data. There was a by mistake we have taken 6. Actually it is 1. So what is my mean of the original data set? Is that
Yes, ma'am. Clear, ma'am. Thank you.
okay? Okay. So as I can see in the solution, most of you are correct. Okay. So let's see the answer. What it says. Just a minute. So we have 5 observations. Okay. That is x1, x2, x3, x5. So what we will do? We will just write the mean of it, right? The mean of this is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x5 plus divided by 5. Okay. So my mean is this one. Just a minute. So mean is now the sum of all the data points and divided by 5. So it will be from this I can get the value 5x bar, that is 5 into 10. Why 10 is here? You know, the mean of the this data set was given already, right? That was 10. Now this says one, let's say x1 is equal to 6 here, but as in the question they have mentioned that this 6 is not the original value. By mistake there is a 6, so we have to replace this x1 by 1. So what will you do? So you have to do this x1. So how many, like 6 was the by mistake value and x1 is equal to 1 is the original value. So we have to replace x1 by 1. So how much extra it is, like, so we will do x1, we'll write x1 as 1 plus 5 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5, right, is equal to 45. So we will just move this 5 here and 40, so it will be, sorry, 50. So it will be 50 minus 5, which is equal to 45, right?
Ma'am, please explain the step again, ma'am.
Yeah, I will explain. Just yeah. Okay. So we have x1 plus x2 plus, is it visible, like what I am writing on the writing pad?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have this line x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 is equal to 50. Okay. Till here, anyone has doubt, like the sum of the old data will be 50. How do we get this? Because we know the mean of, if there are 5 values x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, then how will we calculate the mean? The sum of these 5 values divided by 5 is equal to mean. But mean is already given as 10. Fine.
10.
So,
Yes,
so we
ma'am.
will multiply this 5 with 10. So the sum of
50.
x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 is 50. But they says in the question that one of the value is 6 in the data set, in this data set, whose sum is 50, right? But the value 6 is taken by mistake. The original value is x1 is equal to 1.
1.
So can you extract 1 from this 6? So to x1, let's say my x1 is equal to 6. Can I write it as a 1 plus 5? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
right? So I will say the corrected value as x1 dash. Okay. So my new mean will be x1 dash plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 x5 is equal to 50, right? Plus 5. So this 5 is additional here. I don't want here, right? So this
Yes.
5 will go this side and 50 minus 5 will give me 45, right? So my new data point, that is x1 dash, x2, x3, x4, x5 are the my original data set. Okay, and I have found that the sum of this original data set is 45, right? Anyone
Yes.
has doubt here? Then
No,
please
ma'am.
ask. Okay, so I will calculate the new mean now. Yes.
Ma'am, can you please use any other color pen because red is not visible on black actually.
Oh, sorry. You should have. Okay, fine. Now I'll check.
Use white color.
Use white or yellow or something. Yes, ma'am.
Is it fine? Okay, sorry. You know, tell. Okay, fine. Now it's visible. Okay. So, do you have a problem till now? Now my new data, like original data set is x1 dash, which is the original value 1, which was initially 6 by mistake. Okay. So the sum of this data point is 45. How will you calculate the mean of 5 data points? X bar is equal to, okay, sorry. Okay. Okay, I will wait here. Okay. Just a minute. So yeah. So just a minute. So my new x dash bar, I will say it. Okay, my original data mean is equal to x1 bar is equal to how much it will be x1 dash plus x2. Sorry, it's like so my just so this new original mean will be, I will say x naught bar it as, okay, x original is equal to how much it will be? It will be x1 dash plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 divided by 5. So what was the sum of this new data set?
47.
It was 45 divided by 5, which is equal to 9. Okay. So the mean of original data set will be 9. Is it okay? Like, anyone have a doubt now? Then please ask. Okay. The next question is also like that. If you have a doubt, please ask here. Then otherwise we will move forward.
Yes, ma'am. Please proceed.
Okay.
Then
So
move to the another question.
yeah. So another question is like first we will see one like theory part or some calculation part. Okay. Variance. Do you know population variance? How we denote it? Please mute.
Yes, ma'am. Sigma.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Or
So it's a sigma
Yes.
square summation of xi minus x bar, right?
X.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what will be there? Yeah, summation of xi minus x bar the whole square. So a minus b whole square, you know the formula, right? So you will just expand according to that. So it will be, hello,
Yes, ma'am.
sorry. Yeah. Just a minute. So it is, yeah, so you will just apply the a minus b the whole square formula, and you will get xi square minus plus x bar square minus twice xi x bar. Okay. You know what is the
Ma'am,
meaning
in
of
the
x bar here? Yeah. Yes.
ma'am, in the previous question, if in the question given population standard deviation, if the sample standard deviation given, then we use n minus 1.
Yes, if sample variation, sample standard deviation is there, sample variance, we take 1 upon n minus 1. Yes, but the given, we have given the population standard deviation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So x bar, you know what is x bar here?
Yes.
Mean.
Mean.
Mean. But how will you express it mathematically?
Sigma xi by sigma.
Sigma xi by n. Okay.
Yes.
So we will just like now using distributive property, we can move this one like so. This will be equal to summation of, sorry, so this will be like 1 by n is common as it is. Wait. Yeah. So 1 by n will be there, 1 by n, and summation sign is, we will distribute it summation xi square plus summation x bar square plus, sorry, minus summation twice xi x bar. As you know, we can common out the constant values from here, right? So just look at here, 1 by n is already outside. Summation xi square, is there any common thing here? No. So we'll leave it as it is. Okay. Now we will ask why this n is there. Anyone knows why n is here? Here it was summation x bar square. No?
Ma'am, it is because when we take
Ma'am,
x bar square outside, x bar square is a constant, summation 1 remains, so 1 summation n times will give n.
Yeah, it is x bar into summation 1, which is, and our I is ranging from 1 to n. So it is equal to x bar into n times. Summation of 1 n times will give me n. So it is nx bar. And from the next term also, we will common out twice x bar. And this is equal to summation xi. Okay. Till now, anyone has doubt?
Point x square.
Sorry. Your voice was not audible.
She is trying to repeat again that part.
This part? Yeah, sure.
I think so.
Yeah. So what we had summation of x bar square. Okay. Here it is x square. We had summation x bar square. So x bar is what? Mean of the data set. Mean of the data set will be one fixed value, some constant value, right? So we can have this x bar square outside of the summation sign. The summation is running from I is equal to 1 to n. If x bar square is common out, then what is left here? 1. So this summation I is equal to 1 to n 1 will give me what? 1 plus 1 plus 1 n times, right?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
so this summation term will become now n, right? So my term summation x bar square will turn to n into x bar square. Is it okay?
Ma'am,
it-
please take the example and then explain.
Yeah, we will have example in next slides also. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
let's say you have some data 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay. So your 1 comma 2 comma 3. This is not plus. So what is mean here now? If your data is 1 comma 2 comma 3, what
Two.
is the mean? 2. 2, right?
Yes,
If I ask you to find the summation x bar square here, what will you say to me? Your x bar is equal to 2, right? And my I is running from 1 to 3.
14.
Okay. How much?
3. 12.
Are you sure? 14. Like it is summation I is equal to 1 to 3 x bar square. My x bar is equal to 2. So I can common out 2 square because it will not vary. 2 square into summation of 1 I is equal to 1 to 3. So what is this summation I is equal to 1 to 3 of 1? It will be 4 common out into 1 plus 1 plus 1, right? This is 4 into 3, which is 12. Do you understand now? Like summation of x bar square will be n x bar square.
Why 1 plus 1 plus 1, ma'am?
No.
Oh. Do you know what is summation of 1 is?
Yeah, ma'am.
What does it
And-
mean by when I say summation of 1 and I run this summation sign for 3 times per day?
Means add 1 3 times.
Three
ma'am,
times,
understood.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
ma'am,
understood now?
understood. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So should we move ahead? Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
So we were like,
Yes, ma'am.
uh, yeah. Huh. So next what we have for this, yeah. Just a minute. Yeah. So happy. Yeah. Yeah. For this one, summation nx bar square minus. So similarly, when we come to this point, this twice xi minus x bar. So what is common here? Twice x bar is common. Okay. So we will keep it outside and we will have summation of xi square, xi only. And now this summation xi will become what? And anyone guess what is summation xi? Hello.
Last mark.
And
It will be n.
It means
N.
the average value of an interval.
And how will you denote this average value?
Suppose 20 to 30 there is an interval, then we will find average 20 plus 30 by 2, 24, 25 would be the class mark.
But we have to like write it as like data mathematically.
Exercise there will be specific value. The x1, suppose first interval is 10 to 20.
Summation
then
xi
x1 will be
equal to x1 plus this you know, right?
Yes.
Summation of xi is equal to sum of all the numbers, right?
Yes.
So when it is summation xi. Can someone recall me the formula for a mean of the data set, which is equal to x bar is equal to what?
Summation xi by n.
Summation xi by n.
Xi.
So now you know the summation xi, how you will write it in terms
Yes,
of
ma'am.
mode. It
Yes,
is
ma'am.
n
N
x
x bar.
bar. Okay. So if I write twice x bar into n x bar, it will be minus twice n x bar square. Is it okay?
Yes.
And you can see the term nx bar minus nx bar square minus twice nx bar square, which is this one, right? Okay. So now my population variance can be written as 1 by n summation of xi square minus n x bar square. Is it okay? This will reduce your work. How? We will see in the next question. Okay. Is it clear? This expression is clear to all?
Yes, ma'am. Give me.
Okay. We will do one question based on this. Okay. Let's see this question. Yeah. The question is the same question. The mean and the population standard deviation of data set containing 5 observation is 10 and 6 respectively. Later it is noted that one observation 1 is wrongly noted as 6. What is the population variance of the original data set? Anyone has doubt in the question? The question is same. In the last question, we asked for mean of the original data set. In this question, we are asked for the population variance of the original data set.
I have a doubt on that question.
Yes.
I also have.
Yeah, please ask.
Ma'am, in the population variance formula we have studied is like 1 by n x1 minus like x mean whole square, like the
Yes.
formula. So like both are same, na ma'am?
Yeah. It is same only because we have derived the new formula from this only, na?
Mm-hmm.
So when we derive something from the original,
Yeah, ma'am.
that is both are same only. It's not different. You can use either way, whatever you want to use. So just try this question. Okay, if anyone has doubt, then please ask. Hello, yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Is in this question, is there not any short trick?
It is only short trick, like the way we have found it.
Ma'am, your voice is low.
Yes, actually, this is a short trick only. Like, you have to calculate in such a type of question. There is no
This
another.
one is the long type.
Huh? This one is
This
long
one is
type.
the long. Yes, ma'am. It takes time.
Okay. Like, okay, I will explain. It's actually not that much long if you understand the question properly. See, yes.
Ma'am, do we have to calculate a mean for this question also?
Actually, mean is given to you, na?
Mean is given. Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
we have
Yes,
to
ma'am.
only calculate the percentage.
yes.
So we put x bar equal 10.
Yeah. See how we are doing. Okay, we just have a solution now. Okay. So what is our population variance? Can you know the formula?
36.
Ma'am,
So our variance is equal to sigma square, right? And sigma is equal to 6 is given to you. So your sigma square is 36. Okay.
36.
And
Yes.
recently we saying that variance can be written as 1 by n summation of xi square minus n x bar square, right? We have seen recently, right, these things in the last slide. So that's why I was saying that it is a shortcut only. So yeah, so you have n, you have variance. What is the value of variance? It is 36. What is the value of n? You have 5. N is what? Number of data points. It is 5. Summation of xi.
Number of observations.
Yeah. So what is summation of xi square? That you don't know for time being. Okay. So summation xi square minus n is what? Number of data points. Again 5. What is x bar? X bar is mean of your data set. So what is mean given here? 10 square, right? 10 is given.
Yes.
In the question itself. So you can solve it. So how much it is? 1 by 5 into summation xi square minus 500, right? So you will send just 5 here, 36 into 5. So it will be, and you will just, now this summation xi square is, okay, it is written here. Yeah, summation xi square is equal to 5 into 36 plus 500, which is equal to 680. Is it fine for everyone till now?
Ma'am, what is
Yes, ma'am.
noting now?
Sorry,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is?
Can you repeat like, okay, ma'am, understood. Sorry. Ma'am.
Okay, it is just a common mathematics. I have just used this formula. Variance is equal to 1 by
ma'am.
n.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So this summation xi square is 180. Now, this is what? The sum of squares of data points. But do you remember?
Observation.
Huh? Sorry. Of wrong observation, yeah. 680. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
population variance is 6, right?
Yes. No. Standard, like standard deviation was 6. When standard deviation is 6, your variance will be square of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, in this population variance formula, it is given that 1 by n is summation of xi square minus n x bar square.
Yes.
So we can multiply this 1 by n inside, no? Making it 1 by,
Yes.
no, sorry.
Yes, you
Summation
can.
xi.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
There is no problem. So this is the sum of data set, sum of squares of data set. But do you remember in the question, it has given that one data point is wrongly noted as 6. Okay. So how to solve that problem? So they said my x1 is equal to 6, but this was the wrong value. My actual value is x1 is equal to 1. So you have to subtract something from this 680, right? How will you do that? So, okay, I will clear all this and write this. Okay. So my sum of x1 square plus x2 square plus till x5 square, right? This is equal to 680. But my x1 square is what? 6 square. Let's say my x1 is the wrong value. And the rest of the thing will be as it is equal to 680. But they have asked the variance of original data set. So 6 square, 6, I can write it as a 5 plus 1, right? I want 1 here, na? I don't want 6 here. So we can do one thing. Sorry. Just a minute. This is equal to 680. So what will you do? Anyone knows? Like what should we do? So we can do just one thing. We just subtract 6 and add 1 square. Is it fine? Like if I write it as a 6 square plus x5 square minus 6 square to cancel this out, and my actual x1 is 1 square, so I will add 1 square, which is equal to 680. Is it okay? Then this 6 square will get cancelled, and now the sum is 1 plus x2 square plus x3 square plus till x5 square, right? Which is equal to 680 minus sorry. I know that. This 6 square will not, we have to, yes. Sorry. So what we have, this sum of, so this will not affect my like adding 6 square, subtracting 6 square and adding 1 square will be now sum of my correct, like sum of squares of my original data, which is, I will say x1 dash square plus x2 square plus x3 square plus x4 square plus x5 square, which is equal to now 680 minus 6 square plus 1 square, right? So this calculation will give me 645, which is now corrected sum of squares for original data, right? This is sum of squares for original data, where my x1 is equal to 1, not the 6. Fine. Hello. Is there any problem in this part?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this is my summation of xi square for corrected data, 645. And we have to like, obviously if data is changed, then my mean also will get changed. So my corrected mean we have calculated as a 9 in the previous question. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So my corrected mean is 9 and my sum of square is 645. Can you get me the new corrected variance of the original data? What will be it? Variance is equal to 1 by n summation of xi square minus n x bar square. Now you all have this new values, right? Summation xi square, you will put 645 and you have 5, right? It will be 1 by 5 into 645 minus 5 into, what is my x bar? 9 square, right? Calculating these values, you will get the corrected variance. Any doubt here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll go to next slide. Okay, should we move to next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good to go. Yeah. So now there is a question based on stem leaf plot. Okay. So this is my stem leaf plot is given. This represents the marks obtained by student in test of 50 marks. Okay. Calculate the 25th percentile. So like you guys know how what stem leaf plot represents, how to get the values from this stem leaf plot. If it is given 1, 2 and 8 in the leaf, what can you just decode the values for me?
12,
Yes, ma'am. 12, 18, 20,
20.
25, 25, 25, 3, 45,
Okay, okay.
40,
Stop.
47.
This-
Not
okay.
3. 3
It's
is not
not
there.
3. Yeah.
It's
So there
45,
is
47, 49.
directly 45.
Yes,
47.
ma'am.
Yes, very good. This is my data of set. Okay. Now what they have asked, calculate the 25th percentile.
Yes,
So just try it for by your side, then I will explain.
Ma'am, here why we have not written 3, ma'am? Like,
Because if there is no value for leaf corresponding to 3, that doesn't mean there is no values there. The stem represents your 10th digit value, 10th place value, right? And your unit place value is absent. That means there is no data for that stem. Okay. So if there is a 0, then it is 30. If there is like in the leaf part, if there is any like digit from 0 to 9, then you can have the value for 3. But if there is no value given for the leaf part, that means there is no value corresponding to this stem 3.
So, ma'am, in order to represent 3 digit as 3, we could have a stem as 0 and a leaf as 3, right?
Yes. Yes. For
and we
any
can't
single
write
for any
single
single digit, yeah, you have to have stem as a 0 and
we
leaf as
can't
a
write as 3 single 3, no, ma'am.
no. In stem you can't. If there is like stem represents the value in the 10th digit.
And if the 3 was in leaf and the stamp was not there, then, ma'am?
If 3 was in leaf and stem
Happened.
was
It's depend means
Ma'am, your data कहाँ से लिया 12, 18, 20, 25?
this is taken from the stem leaf data. This stem leaf plot is given to you. This is your stem leaf plot. Yeah, this is your stem leaf plot. From here we have taken the data. Your stem is 1, your leaf is 2. So 1, 2, 12. 12 is your first data point. 1, 8. 18 is your second data point. 2, 0. 20 is your another data point. Do you get it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If the leaf was only there, then the stem was not there, then.
Sorry?
Ma'am, I mean to say that if leaf is there, like 3 is there and stem is not there, then can we write like 0, 3?
Yeah. Yes.
Ma'am, here 3 means only 3.
No, if 3 is in the stem, then there should be present in leaf. Some value should be present in the leaf. If there is no value in the leaf, that means this data point is not there. Like corresponding to stem, there is no leaf. Like we read it as like corresponding to stem 3, there is no leaf, so we will not consider like this in the data. Because if there is 0, that means 30 is in the point.
Yes, ma'am.
There is no value, that means it's not present there at all.
Ma'am, when there is no leaf value, we are considering even if stem value is there, we are not considering any number. But if there is a leaf value, then if we don't have a stem value, we are considering it to be 0.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Like we can write as 0, 3, no, ma'am.
Yes.
If the leaf
Yes.
was there.
Like
Okay.
if stem is there, sorry. Yes, you are right. Your point is actually Right. If there is a stem is the like
But
in the stem
ma'am,
value.
if it is not in the order, means if let we say after 2 there is not 3 and just a blank in a stem, and in leaf there is something, then we could write that
No,
0
this
3.
is improper improper representation. No? They
Yeah,
will not
it
give
should
like
be in
that.
the first
the
half.
first only. Yeah.
Ascending order.
Yeah.
Stem leaf is always in order.
Yes. So okay, many of you have answered the question. Do you want more time or should we go for the solution part?
No, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Is the question clear to everyone?
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's go. So for 25th percentile, what will you do? You have already data in the ascending order. How many data points are there? You can calculate, right? 1, 2, 3,
9
4,
data.
9 data points. So here n is 9 and
9.
25th percentile, you will find this as a 25 divided by 100.
Yes,
Which is
9
9.
into 0.25. Then we
And
give
yes,
2
2.25.
point something.
Yeah. So
And then approximate 3 is the third term is the answer.
yeah, corresponding to 2.25, nearest right digit, right integer is 3. So your third observation is the 25th percentile. So what is your third observation? This is first, this is second, 20. 20 is your 25th percentile of this data set. Okay. Is there any doubt here?
Ma'am, if n into p is a integer only.
Sorry.
N into p is a integer only.
N into p is integer. How? 9 into 0.25 will be 2.25. No?
Assume.
Okay,
I
then if your NP is equal to let's say some 5, then your fifth point is the percentile.
you that not require an average and approximation to that's 2.25 is equal to 3 like this.
Yes. If you let's say your N is 3, NP is 3, then we will average it out with the next integer, and that is what our percentile is.
Yes.
Huh? Okay.
Ma'am, the line in a line NP equal to 9 into 2.5. Kindly explain.
Sorry, NP and 9 into 0.25. No?
How to calculate?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in the line of NP. NP equal to 9 into 2.5.
Yes.
To calculate 25th percentile, P equal to 25th divided by 100. And 0.25 gets and multiplied by P. This is a formula or?
Yes, I have it like you might have watched the videos of this week 3.
We have to multiply it by n, not p. Number of observations.
Yes, number.
I got it, but ma'am,
yeah, please ask the question. What is your question?
ma'am, I have a doubt in NP. Now it's clear.
Okay, n is what? Your number of data points. Okay, this is 9. Multiplied by p.
N is the number of observation.
Yes,
N is the number of total observation.
Number of total data or number of total number observation?
Total number of observations, that is number of data points. How many data points are there? 12, 18, 20. You just count all this. This is 9 data points. So 9 observations are there. Okay. So n is the total number of observation, which is 9 multiplied by p. What is p? 25th percentile. So we will multiply it by 25 divided by 100, which is 0.25. Is it okay? Is it clear your doubt? Is it clear?
Yeah, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. So we'll move next.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The second question is again on the percentile itself. Yeah. So the question is, there is a stem leaf plot again, the same stem leaf plot, and it is a marks obtained by student in test of 50 marks. Okay, calculate the median. if all observations are converted to 10 points. Okay, so would you like to you just try this question, then I will explain the solution. You have to calculate mean now. Sorry, median now. How will you calculate?
Ma'am, what do we mean by this? When
Yes,
the
ma'am.
observations are converted to 10 points.
We have not, I don't
yes.
know, means converted system.
Yes. Okay, I will explain you. So when we convert, when observations are converted to 10 points, what are our observations are given to us? What are the observation? These are the
9.
points. No, this is
9 by 2.
12, 18.
yes. When you say observations,
20,
then it is
25, 25.
12, 18, 25. These are what these values are. Can you
These are
do you know?
the
These are the marks.
observation.
These are the marks obtained by student in the test of some 50 marks. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So the test is of 50 marks. So obviously you will get marks out of 50, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's say this test is of 100 marks, for example. Let's say this test is of 100 marks. And now teacher want to give you points according to your marks. So you are giving the exam of 100 marks. So some people will get 80 marks, some will get 95 marks, some will get 35 marks. But teacher want to put these value in 10-point scale. So how they will do? They will just divide this 100 marks in observations converted into points. How can we convert these observation into points? So they will say if someone score between 0 to 10, then he or she will score 1 point. If he or she get the marks from 10 to 20, they will got 2 points. Okay. So if someone will get 80 to 90, how many points? 9 points. 90 to 100, it is
0.
10, na?
10
How it is 0?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So this is what we call it, observations converted to points. So your marks are converted to points now. So if let's say someone has scored 80 marks, so how much point he got, he or she?
9.
8. Actually, it is not
8.
Yeah, it is
8.
Yeah, it should be 8. It's my mistake. Sorry. Yeah.
Suppose
He or she will get 8.
if someone has get 25 marks, then
25. So where it lies? You have to find the
21,
21 to 30.
yeah, it
2.5,
rises.
then 3.
So it should be 3.
Yes.
So do you understand what does it mean by when we convert observations into points? So the same question is there. Now I have made some intervals. Sorry.
Can you explain it again?
Yeah. So what we do?
82 to 90 is 8. Like you have taken the wrong one, ma'am.
Sorry. Yeah. It is 9 only. Yeah. So when we want to convert any observations in points or whatever it is, and how many point it doesn't, it depends on the interval. So what we do, we will make the intervals equal intervals of our data points, like whatever the scale is given. So your scale is 50 marks. You have to convert this marks. So if someone get 25, you have to allot 1 to 10 points out of 1 to 10. How much if someone scored 25 out of 50? How many points he or she will get? So you have to perform, you have to make or create some interval for that.
First, we
How
have
will
to
you
break
create?
50 marks into
Yes.
10 points.
Yes. How will you do that?
We can divide 50 by 10.
Yeah.
And
So
that
that
We
is
can
will be
also
your,
do 0 by 0 to 10 or 10 to 20. Like this also, no,
this
ma'am.
will is this will this work? This interval will work there for 50 marks? No. Why? Because after
Ma'am,
50
can you
to
repeat
60, yes, I will.
how to divide?
Yes, I will repeat. So whatever your value is, let's say your value is 50 here, okay? So you want to make 10 parts of it, 10 equal parts. because we want to convert to 10 points, right? So whatever the value we will have, we will divide that value divided by number of beans, or equal intervals we want, right? So how can we do that? Just divide the total number divided by number of beans you want, 50 by 10,
10.
which is equal to 5. So now what
5.
this 5 represents? It do not
It's
represent
1 to 5, 5
0
to
to
10.
5, 5 to 10, 0 to 5, 5
Yes,
to 10.
yes, exactly. So if someone will get the score between 0 to 5, they will get 1 point, right? 5 to 10 will be 2 points. 10 to 15, sorry, 11 to 15, we should do this. 6 to 10, okay?
I mean, it's okay now, we don't include that lower limit for
Yes,
that
yes, right.
5 to
We do not have to include that value.
upper limit, yeah, in the first case, so it's okay.
Yeah. So it will be okay. So now do you have idea of what to do with this question?
Ma'am, so if the number
Yes,
of
ma'am.
marks are given and the points are given, so we have to divide the marks divided by the number of points.
Yes. Sorry, please repeat the question.
Ma'am, like we have to divide by the number of the points. Now, like here we have divided 50 by 10.
Yes.
Okay,
50 by
ma'am.
10 will give you like what? 50 by 10 will give you the length of the interval you need for this particular question.
Yes, ma'am. So we have to divide it by the number of points now. Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
if someone get like if someone is now scoring 35, so how much point you will allot them?
3.5, ma'am.
How, why 3.5?
4
We
point.
have to check the interval.
Yes,
At
you
which
have to check
interval
the interval
35
in
is
which
in.
interval this 35 will fall. How will you calculate that?
And then
Okay,
we have
sorry,
to
ma'am. I
answer
was,
in points
yeah,
now.
In
got it, ma'am. I was, yeah.
No, the answer will not be in the point because you are allotting this interval to some integer. Na? If some values will fall 0 to 5, you will give 1. So if someone will score, let's say 2 mark, you will
Okay.
give them a 0.1, right?
1.
So
Yes.
someone will score 7 marks, 7 marks out of 50, but you will
Okay.
give them a 2 point only. Why? Because you have created interval like that, beans like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's clear now, right?
Okay. We generally find
Ma'am.
median and then we will check
Ma'am.
what is the interval
In
in
the
which it lies.
in the
Yes.
3 point, there is the interval 10 to 15, no?
Yes, 11
Why
to 15
11
because
11 to
when
15?
11 to 15 because like we don't want to include 10 in the both of the bean, right? If you include 10 in this 10 for the 2 interval also, like 2 point also 10 is there, and for 3 also there is 10, then it will create confusion. So we'll create like that.
Ma'am,
16.
how to know like which intervals to take? I mean, can we have if the values are 12, 25, 35, and so on? Is it compulsory that we should have a value which is there in 10 at 10 point?
I should can you please like repeat your question? I'm not getting your question.
If we have values like 12, 25, 35, and so on, should we have a value included in the data set that has according to this 10-point system that has a point of 10?
Yes,
Is it compulsory to have a value 10 also included?
Yes. Why? Because we have created beans using that only, na? If total marks are given in the range of 50, 0 to 50, and you are creating 10, exactly 10 beans, then they are saying the interval length should be 5, and you will create the beans accordingly that. So every point from 0 to 50 will fall in one of the interval, one of the bean.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, let's say the total marks are 80 and we have to calculate the same 10 points.
Yeah.
So we will divide like 80 by 10, no?
Yes.
And then accordingly, the marks we
Yes.
will put in the interval, like the
Yeah.
points.
At that time, your interval length will be 80 divided by 10, which is 8.
8.
So your
Okay,
first
ma'am.
interval will be 0 to 8.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. You have
Yes.
in first interval 0 to 5, you have put value 1. But in the given
Ma'am,
question, there is not
ma'am,
any
first of all,
value
solve
which
this
is in the
question.
interval 0 to 5.
The answer is 25, right?
We will go to answer in some
Ma'am,
time. Yeah.
solve this question.
25.
Yeah. So, yeah, who is asking the question? Please ask the question. We will see the answer in some time.
I think answer may be
Ma'am, please solve this question.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. We have to calculate the median if all the observations are converted to 10 points. Okay. So observations are like that. We have total number of observations are 9. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Is it visible? Screen is visible now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So there was a 9 observation we have 12, 18, 20, 25. Okay. Till here we do not have any problem, right? Okay. So
Yes,
we want to find the median. What is median?
Middle value.
Middle value.
50
Or
50 percentile. 50 percentile.
30, yeah, 50 percentile. And but in this question to find the median, it is very easy. Why? Because the number of observation is 9, which is an odd number. So you can just go to middle value. So the middle value will be your 5th value only, right? Or you can count the 50th percentile. That's what both are same, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
the 5th observation is your median, but your median is 25, but they have asked you to count the like to find the median if observations are converted into 10 points. So if your value is 25, then in which bin it will fall? That's the question, right? So there is another one method is also there. That is, you will just divide the value by total number of marks or total whatever the highest limit is given for marks multiplied by 10. So can you do you see? I have told you to divide 50 divided by 10, right? This was the bean length, which is equal to 5. But yeah, you can go directly by this one also. Answer is 5. But I will tell you the answer in the bean format also. Okay. So your median is 25. Fine. So, and we just discussed that if we have a observation as a 50 and we want to convert it into 10 points, then we will divide into 10 and divide by 10, and which is equal to 5. 5 is what my interval length, right? Interval for bean. So what my beans are like from 0 to 5, I will give point as this is my points, this is my intervals. So 0 to 5, I will give 1 point. Okay. If median is 5 to 10, I will give it as a 2 points. If it is 11 to 15, I will give it as a 3 point.
It should be 6 to 10 now.
Sorry.
It should be 6 to 10, the second one.
Yeah. It is 6 to 10. Then 16 to 20, it is 4 point. 21 to 25, it is 5, and so on. Okay. Do you understand by this method also?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Is it okay? Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
In the interval 0 to 5, 1 point, how it came?
Sorry, please repeat your question. My voice is not clear.
In the interval 0 to 5, you have written 1 point, but
Yes.
I think there is nothing in
No
between
point. Yeah, so we will not allow anything as a 1 point. If like it is a score obtained by student, na? If you conduct a class in a test and no one score 5 marks, so you will not give 1 point to anyone, right? It's like that only.
Sure, okay.
So let's move to next question.
Ma'am, here in an interval 0 to 5, we given a 0.1.
Yes.
बट डेटा जो दिया था 12 18 25 रेंज में नहीं आ रहा था फिर भी.
Yes, but
0
we
to
have
5.
to divide. But we have to divide the whole scale of 50, na? Whether data, if data falls into that in that value, then we will think about okay, that data, that point, that mark, the student has to allot a 1 point. If data is not there, then but we have to create the bean. Otherwise, if you will not create, what will be the problem then? If you start forming bean after 12 only, then it will not be equidistant and like further calculation will affect.
Ma'am, why didn't we go with 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15 like this?
We can go by that also. It's only you have to take care that if you go 0 to 5, 5 to 10, then you have to take care that 5 should not. So someone may confuse now. 5 we should take here or here. So generally the notation is like that. This point is not inclusive in this region, in this interval.
Okay.
To avoid the confusion, I have written 6 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. So let's move to next question. What it asks is the same stem leaf plot, and the marks is obtained out of 50 marks, and calculate the third quartile.
47.
Yeah, just try it. What is third quartile?
75th percentile.
Yes.
75%.
I think 45.
So it is similar to the 20, like as we calculated 25th quartile, we have to just do calculation here, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah. If you have doubt, just first put your answer
That's
in
simple.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. Yeah. Fine. Yes, maximum of you are correct. Yeah. So yeah, we have a 9 data points and 75 quartile we will calculate as 75 divided by 100, and we will multiply 9 with this 0.75 and the multiplication 6.75. That means the nearest right integer is 7. So 7th observation is our third quartile. Okay. Is there any doubt?
No,
We'll
ma'am.
move to next question. Okay. Okay. Now some interesting. Okay, this is a stem leaf plot that what we are discussing till now. Now you have to find the 5 number summary. So in the starting of the lecture, I only explained what is the 5 number summary. So do you want me to repeat it or you will calculate?
Ma'am, we will calculate.
Okay. Okay then. very good.
How many questions are left?
Uh, 2 to 3 questions.
Okay.
Okay. So should we move to solution? Yeah. So we have to calculate 5 number summary, right? So how will you do that? The screen visible to everyone?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. So what is the 5 number summary? 5 number summary is the minimum value.
Maximum, minimum, Q1, Q2.
Yeah.
Okay.
First quartile, second quartile, third quartile, and the maximum value. So minimum value and maximum value you can just see by the data points only. And this Q1, Q2, Q3 we have calculated mean value, right? So
Yeah,
is there
ma'am.
any difficulty to this question?
No, ma'am.
Q1 means 25th percentile.
No, ma'am, go ahead.
Q1 is 25th percentile that we have calculated in first question. Q2 is 50th percentile.
Median.
50th percentile is nothing but the median, right? And Q3 is 75th percentile. So we all have calculated this question, this all the values, so it would be easy enough, right? So let's move to next question. Yeah. So now we have to calculate the interquartile range for the same data. So do you guys know what is interquartile range?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Q3 minus Q1.
Yes, it is
25.
75th percentile minus 25th percentile. So you just calculate it. It is 1 minute is enough, right? For this, because we have calculated.
10 seconds.
Okay, 10 seconds, fine. Okay. So, okay, we'll move to the solution. Yeah, it is third quartile minus first quartile, which is 45 minus 20 and 25. Is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
So, outliers. So, outliers, what are the outliers of any data point? Okay, so we'll see that. So if let's say there is a data point, let's say 12, 18, 20, 25, 25, the same data point as we were talking, like studying in this, all the question. Okay, let's say there is some point called 105, or here there is some point 1010 or 110. That points like whose range is like very far from the other points is known as outlier of the data set. Okay, when in the data, like when the values of some data point is like very far or far from the normal range, then it is known as outlier. But how far, how much far? So for that we have one relation, that if generally outliers, sorry, generally outliers are always less than first quartile minus 1.5 into interquartile range. Generally they are like less than the first quartile minus 1.5 into IQR, or they are greater than third quartile plus 1.5 into IQR. So if you have some data, then how, like if there is some point, you can't just judge it by its value, right? You have some proper proof for verification. So for verification, we will use this formula, this relation, not formula. Okay. So let's try one question, because I think it will be easy via question. Okay. So let's consider the same data point. We have a stem leaf plot, and there are students mark. These are the marks of the student calculated out of 50 marks. So the question is, how many outliers are there? So will you be able to calculate how many outliers are there, and how will you calculate?
Yes, ma'am.
So I will just wait for 3 minutes. Just try.
Ma'am, it could be possible that there are no outliers.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is possible. If anyone has a doubt in outlier, can ask.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
What is the Q2, ma'am, for this data?
Sorry, what is?
Q2, ma'am. Quartile 2. Median.
Median.
Yes, ma'am.
You will,
This data, ma'am, whatever is given here.
for this data, what is median that you are asking?
Quartile 2, ma'am.
Quartile 2.
Yeah, ma'am.
What does
25.
it quartile 2 is 50th percentile, and
25.
if you
Can
have
you
9
calculate?
yes,
25.
yes,
4.5 I don't know.
yes, it is 25, but let's explain it. Na? So there are the points 12, 18, 20, 25, 25, 25, 45, 47, 49. How many data points are there?
9, ma'am.
9, right? So
9,
generally,
ma'am.
if you want to calculate the median, and if the number of data points or number of observations are odd, then you just pick the middle one. The middle value, you have to just arrange the values in ascending order. Here it is already in ascending, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, and your number is 9. So just divide this 9 divided by 2, you will get some 4.5, and the nearest integer value is 5. So your fifth value, fifth point, fifth observation is your median here. So
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is, so in this case, this is first point, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So yeah, so this 25 is your median,
Okay,
and
ma'am.
which is also your Q2.
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Okay. Yeah. So let's explain this question. How many outliers are there? So
0, ma'am. 0, ma'am.
0. Okay.
0.
Why it is 0?
0.
What is your outliers? Like you might have calculated these values, na?
-10, ma'am, or 75, ma'am.
-10 and
75. Upper is 75.
okay.
Lower is -10.
Lower is -10.
Lower is -10.
Minus 10.
Okay. So if I add a number, let's say 89 in this data set, then how many outliers will be there?
1, ma'am.
1.
Okay. Let's like there is a calculation only. So your lower limit is -17.5, and it should be greater or equal to 82.5, which is there is no data point lying between these two, like below 17.5, -17.5, and above 82.5. So yes, your answer is correct. There is no outlier in this given data set.
Yeah, ma'am, I got the same values.
Yeah. So yeah, you have to take care about your calculation, because it may, like, even though you know the concept, but if your calculations are wrong, then there will be a problem, right? You get the wrong answer only if your upper range is, let's say, someone told 75 now. So okay, you know the concept, but your calculation is wrong. So if in the data set, if there was a point 80, then you will say there is a one outlier, but actually the upper limit is 82.5. So you will get the wrong answer by wrong calculation, right? So just be careful while calculating. So yeah, that's all for today.
Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I
Excuse me, ma'am.
hope you enjoyed the session.
Yeah, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Can you send these notes?
It already on site importer.
Master folder?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a
Excuse
doubt,
me,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Can I share my screen?
Okay, you just asked if
Thank
I
you,
will
ma'am.
be able to. Yeah,
Okay, ma'am.
thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
There is a question in which
Ma'am.
25th
Hello,
percentile,
ma'am.
50 percentile, 100 percentiles are given, and we have to find the median.
Yes.
Then how
Like,
we would proceed?
sorry, what is the question? Like, is it related to this solve with us, like any slide or whatever, like what we
Yeah,
present to
yes, ma'am. This week it
this
is
week?
related to this
Okay.
week.
For that, I
course.
guess there will be open session. Actually,
Hello,
it's going to
ma'am.
about 8 that time. Yeah.
Ma'am,
Hello, yes.
Ma'am,
Excuse me, ma'am, you
Hello.
haven't.
Can you
ma'am,
repeat outline?
Hello.
ma'am, she's saying to repeat the outliers concept.
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, outliers are the ones who are like below the Q1 minus 1.5 IQR or greater than the Q3 plus 1.5 IQR, no?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I also have a doubt, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, I also want to know that why do you say that it doesn't have any outliers?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, ma'am. Value are out of this question.
Someone is like, but
That's
your
right.
voice is not
Six
clear.
times.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have doubt in step leaf concept, ma'am. After this, ma'am, please clear my doubt, ma'am.
Which one?
Ma'am, stem leaf, ma'am. After this, ma'am, clear my doubt, ma'am.
Yeah, please. Yes, okay, sure. Okay. So,
Ma'am, why outlier is 0?
yes, I'm just telling. Outlier is 0. Outlier is not 0. Like there is no outlier. So number of outliers is 0. Okay. Yeah. So for outlier, we have to calculate these two value only. Like you just have to calculate this first quartile minus 1.5 into interquartile range. Right. So what was your first quartile value? It was 20, right? We have calculated it. Minus 1.5 into what was the interquartile range? It was
25.
Yeah, 25. Okay, we just calculated. This value will be
Minus 17.5.
Yes, it is given here. Minus 17.5. This is your like what you can say boundary value. If in your data set, what was our data set? 12, 18, 20, 25, 25. Yes, then
ma'am, again 45,
47,
47, and 90, and 49. Sorry, ma'am.
47, 49. Yes. So if you have calculated the, so your outlier will be always less than this value, negative 17.5. So you just check your data set, this data set, and let's just check, is there any value which is less than negative 17.5? So no. Okay, so we will take the second one. That is Q3 plus 1.5 into interquartile range. Okay, so what was your Q3 value? It was 45, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Plus 1.5 into 25. So when you calculate this, you will get some value 82.5. Okay. So just check, just go to your data set and check, is there any value which is greater than 82.5? Because we have to check this condition. This outlier is always greater
Yes,
than
ma'am,
this
I
value.
got it. Okay, ma'am,
So
thank
in this data set, there is no point which is less than negative 17.5 and greater than 82.5. So we will say there is no outlier in the given data set. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, clear got it. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, please explain box plot chart.
Okay, sure.
Ma'am, can I ask, ma'am?
Yes.
Excuse me,
Ma'am,
ma'am. You haven't told. I asked about.
Someone has asked like stem leaf plot, you only or what?
Ma'am, how long class will you?
Ma'am, it's okay. You can explain first box plot, then I will ask, ma'am. It's okay.
Okay, actually, fine. Okay, I will write here. So what is a box plot? Okay. So I will write here box plot. Box plot actually represents 5-point summary of any data set. Okay, 5-point summary. What is 5-point summary? Minimum value of the given data set, then Q1, Q2, Q3 and maximum value, right? This is your 5-point summary. So in box plot, we need one scale. We can like put our this data points, what we have studied. Okay, let's say it is my scale. What was our data points? 12, 18, 20, 25, 25. We'll plot this. We'll plot for, box plot for this one. 47, 49, right?
Yes.
So what
ma'am.
is the minimum value here? It is 12.
12.
Minimum. What is maximum here? 49. What is Q1? We have
20.
calculated, right?
20.
Yeah, it is 20. Q2 was some 25.
Yes.
And Q3 was about some 45, right?
45.
Yeah, 45.
45.
Okay. So, just a minute. I will erase this. Oh, sorry. So box plot, for box plot I need okay. For box plot I need this thing. So my values are, you can see that I want a graph from 12 to 49. So let's say this is my value 10. Okay. Somewhere it is 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. So just mark the points for given values. Your minimum, we will start with the interquartile. We will start with the interquartile range, that is Q3 minus Q1. So what is your Q3 value? Q3 value is some 45, so it should lie somewhere here, right? This is my Q3 value. Then we will mark our Q1. What is Q1? Q1 is some 20. So we just want to make a box for this interquartile range, Q1 to Q3, right? And then mark the Q2, where it is, where my Q2 is. This is Q3, this is Q1. Your Q2 is 25. This is my Q2. And just point out your minimum value and maximum value. What is maximum is some 49, let's say some here. Just connect it with the box plot. And your minimum is 12, so I will say somewhere here it's connected. So this is what our box plot is. If you have given some box plot with this kind of like with proper numbering, then you can find out the 5-point summary of the data using the box plot only. You do not need the actual data.
Ma'am, I have a doubt here. Ma'am, it is maximum is 49. So we can take the vertical axis on vertical axis value 50, ma'am.
Yes, it's a graph only, na? Like
Okay, ma'am. And
you
ma'am, the
can have
line.
60, 70, and so on.
Okay, ma'am. And the line which we will draw, like you have drawn above the block, it should be at the 49.
Yes, yes. Yeah,
And
this is not a
similarly,
proper graph, so this might be some mistake. Similarly
ma'am.
for the 12 also, yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
This
Ma'am,
is my 12, this is 49.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, I also have doubt on stem plot, ma'am. Just, ma'am, can you clear my concept, ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, just, ma'am, please correct me if I'm wrong, ma'am. Ma'am,
sure.
like if the, ma'am, I have doubt like if the stem has value 3 and the leaf don't have any value, then we will not write that in the data set.
Yeah.
And if the vice versa happens, like the leaf has 3 value, but the stem do not have any value, so we will write 0, 3, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, you told that leaf represent the unit digit, like the rightmost digit, na, ma'am?
Yeah, actually, it is like if it is a 2-digit number, na, let's say if there is a 3-digit number, 343, let's say.
Hmm.
Okay. So there is 2 type of representation. Like stem, we can have 3, and leaf, we can have 43. Okay. So this is also one type of representation.
No, ma'am,
Or
but yesterday, ma'am told us or that if 343 is there, then the leaf will be 3 and the stem will be 34.
yes, I was just going to tell about that thing also. Like it is also
Excuse me,
one of
ma'am.
the representation 34, and here
Hello?
it is 3.
Hello,
Yes,
ma'am.
it is right.
Ma'am,
Hello?
it is only right now, or there
Yeah,
are
yes, it is right. Yes.
like 2 to 5, so 5 will be the leaf and 22 will be the stem only.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, one more thing, ma'am. Like if if it is like 70th percentile, ma'am, 17th percentile. So there was a question like, so what does this indicates? Like it is the students are like say 70 percentile are the heights, like the height. Ma'am, can I say that question, ma'am? I'm like
Actually, it is 8 now. Okay, you just share.
Hello, ma'am.
just a minute.
Hello?
Like there will be open session also where you can ask these questions in
Hello?
that session also. Yes. No.
Ma'am,
Can you bring that
box
slide
plot
in which
chart.
you have explained
Hello?
outliers?
Hello?
Yes.
Ma'am,
Outlier
box plot
slide.
chart, Max and Min can
Just a
join.
minute. Please speak once more. Like 2 people are speaking simultaneously. I'm not getting you. Yes. Yeah. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Ma'am, box plot chart. Can I join Max and Min line?
No, generally we do not have that type of representation.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thanks.
Yeah, ma'am, I got
Excuse me,
that
ma'am.
question, ma'am. Ma'am, can I ask, ma'am, please, just a small doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, suppose you are at the 70th percentile in the heights of a group of 18 people.
Yeah.
Then what does this indicate? Like the 30% people are taller than you, 30% of the people are shorter than you, 70% of the people are shorter than or same height as you, 75% of the people are taller than you, or you are at the 7th tallest person in the group. I understand the last one with the wrong, ma'am, but can you explain this concept, ma'am?
Yeah. So you just like I will just repeat your question.
Yeah, ma'am, sure.
Just a minute.
Suppose you, ma'am, can I?
Those, just a minute.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
Suppose you are at the 70th percentile in the
70th
height.
percentile in the height, right? Generally,
Yeah, ma'am.
when like 70th percent, you are on the 17th percentile in the 18 people. Okay, so number of peoples are 18 and you are on the 17th percentile. So your question is, what does it mean? Directly, right? So
Yeah, ma'am.
generally, when we calculate the percentile, we have to arrange the data in ascending order. Okay, so the person with the lowest height will be the first person, second, third, fourth, 7 on, and there is a 18th person. So this person is the who is the tallest person in this 18-person group. So let's say you are, I will just represent it like that. Okay, you are standing on 70th percentile. Okay,
Yeah, ma'am.
so if you are on the 70th percentile and this is your 100th, okay, so can you give me the answer right now?
Yeah,
Like,
ma'am.
huh.
Yeah, ma'am. Then the people like below the 70 will be less than.
Yes, that's why I
And
plot the graph, and I thought you will be able to catch, and you did it, right?
yeah, ma'am, because you have to arrange it in the ascending order.
Yes.
Ma'am, in the book it was written that the it can be less than or equal to, like the below 70.
Yes, because there it may happen that na, ki,
70, na, ma'am?
yes, it may happen that there, like in our data,
Hmm.
what we were discussing till now, like we had some repeated values, na, 12, some
Hmm.
18, 20, 25, 25, 25, right?
Hmm. Yeah, ma'am.
So our 50th percentile was 25, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
they says when we are on the 50th percentile, that means there are 50% of the data, like data which is less than your this less or equal to this point. So see, 25 is less or equal to 25, right? 20 is less than 25, 18 is 20.
Hmm.
So it may be happen that in the group of 18 people, there may be people of same height.
Excuse me, ma'am.
70.
Hello?
Like the above values, ma'am, after the 70, people can be greater than or
Greater
equal
or
to.
equal to, yes. The same
Yeah.
question you can.
Yes.
This one, see, the next point is also 25, right and left both, no? This one.
Yeah.
You understood?
Yes. Ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Alright. Thank you. Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Can you bring that slide in which you have explained outlier? I will take a screenshot. Just please.
Outliers.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just a minute.
And ma'am, one more question is there, in which 10 percentile, 25 percentile, 50 percentile, 75 percentile are given and has asked for median. Then 50 percentile would be the median.
Actually, your voice is not clear to me. Can you were just like, we will go to that question. First, you were asking for this slide or which?
Yes, ma'am. So you are on right slide.
Okay. So your question is?
Ma'am, my question is that in a particular question, 10 percentile, 25th percentile, 15th percentile, 75th percentile, and 100 percentiles are given
Yes.
and has asked for median.
And has?
Asked for median.
Median. Okay, yes. So they have given you 50th percentile also?
Yes, ma'am. 10th percentile.
So your median, what is median actually? Median is the 50th percentile is the median itself.
Yes, ma'am. So no matter how much they are giving, we have to just stand on that 50th percentile is our median.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Huh, ma'am. If 5-number summary is given, then how we calculate mean, ma'am, from the 5-number summary?
Mean.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For mean, like, yes, you have to go by the points on it. Like there might be something given there because to calculate.
Yes, ma'am.
mean.
5-number summary is given, like Q1, Q2, Q3, and maximum and minimum. Then how will we find mean, ma'am?
So from 5-point summary.
Yes, ma'am.
We can have median also, right? Okay, we can discuss this question in next like lecture. Is it fine?
Excuse me, ma'am, please.
Okay, ma'am. I have a doubt from this session, ma'am. Ma'am, can you tell me why we need to point, ma'am? 10 point, like 10 point or 40 point representation, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
It is like some like yes.
Please go on to my previous slide.
Yes, yes, yes. I will go. Where it was? It's not there. Yet. Yeah, there like sometime. For example, uh, nowadays we have a grading system, right?
Yes,
For
ma'am.
any exam, we get the grade. Okay, but generally like pointer system 1, 2, 3, and so on till 10. But the exam is not for 10 marks, right? We conduct the test for 100 marks or 150 marks or 20%, 200 marks or like that. And then we normalize the value. So if someone got, someone writes the paper of 100 mark, but the grading system is to give the points in 1 to 10.
Let's say, ma'am, 40 points.
Let's say
40 to 50 points.
okay, let's say you want to give 40 points. Okay, and your exam is for 100 marks.
Yes.
Then you have to create a bean for this. Like you have to create 40 beans.
Yeah,
Then you
ma'am.
want
2.5 for each interval, 0.
Yes. So you just
Ma'am,
divide by.
ma'am, if median is in marks of 100 is like 60,
Okay.
then we can please.
Then what is like
Yes,
your
ma'am.
median? If you want to convert this observation to 40 points, right? This is
Yes,
your
yes, ma'am.
question. So the similar question, the only values are different. The similar
Yes, ma'am.
question. The similar question we have done this. This question is for 50 marks and 10 points. So now your marks are changed to 100 and beans are changed to 40. So just we will divide it by 100 total marks multiplied by 40. So this will be your like 24. So what we do,
Yes,
I will
ma'am.
explain you. We want to create the beans. How many beans? 40 beans. And then you want to find where your 60 lies, right? In which bean your 60 lies. So how will you create the 40 beans out of the 100 observations? So just 100 divided by 40. So it will be 2.5. So your each beam of will be of length 2.5. So first 2.5 length will be 0 to 2.5. It will be first beam. 2.5 to 5, it is your second beam, and so on, right? So you just want
Yes,
to
ma'am.
find where this 60 will lie. So it is very easy. Just divide your 60 by 2.5. 2.5, or you like just divide by 100 divided by 40. So this will give you your 24th
24.
beam will contain this 60 value. So that is your solution. Do you got it?
In
What are we
24.
doing? Yeah. So generally when we convert it, that means you have to form the bean and find in which bean your value is present.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. In this case, 25 is the median that found in fifth box. I think the fifth
Yes.
interval.
Yes. Yes.
Ma'am,
I got
Yeah.
it.
ma'am, can you go on that questions? Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, here is a clear uh, 25 is the mean, ma'am. Then what is the need to calculate the 10 point, ma'am? And after the calculating 10 point, the answer will be the same, ma'am. 25 to.
No. See, uh, if some student has taken the like this 9 student has taken the test of 50 marks, and then you calculate the mean. The mean is 25, but teacher wants to give points, not the marks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if
Yes.
any person who scored 25, how much point he will obtain? He will not obtain 25 points, right? Because the highest point is 10 points.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to somehow find where this 25 will lie. So you will just calculate, okay, 25 divided by 50.
So in which interval the value is live, so
yes.
that value is
The
here is the
value.
mean, ma'am.
Yes, that
That
value is
that
median.
point,
That value
that
is
value is
median.
median. Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. I got
Yeah.
it, ma'am.
Okay. So, okay, we should stop now. Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks,
thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
हे भगवान